Hey, that's pretty good.
Throughout the run of Ninjago, we've seen our favorite ninja fight with different forms of martial arts. However, the most famous of the bunch would be the fighting styles of Spinjitzu and then later Airjitzu. Both are ancient fighting techniques that have been adopted by the ninja and some allies to use in combat. Many fans have their opinions on both of these, and I am no exception. So today I thought it would be fun to compare and contrast the two unique techniques, and basically rank them in different categories based on their capabilities. In the end, I plan to determine which of these two is the best. Keep in mind that this ranking is strictly my opinion and should not be taken as fact. Also, remember that the comment section is yours for your own opinions. With that being said, let's get into the ranking. Alright, let's go on a history lesson for a moment. Spinjitzu is an ancient martial art presumably created by the first Spinjitzu master. There is no special requirement for mastering the art of Spinjitzu, so really, under the right training, anyone could learn it. The 6 current ninja each know Spinjitzu, and together they have the potential to form the tornado of creation. We've seen this happen a few times, but only with the original 4 ninja. Meanwhile, Airjitzu was created by Sensei Yang and was taught to his students for a more sinister plot. Like Spinjitzu, there is no requirement for being eligible to learn it, and also like Spinjitzu, all of the current ninja know it. Unfortunately, there is no super combination thing like the tornado of creation, but hopefully we'll see something like that in the future. Basically, Spinjitzu surrounds its user with a vortex comprised of one's respective element and color. The user gains access to stealth tactics inside the vortex, and they move at super speed in order to battle their opponent. The opponent can't really predict what's to come when one activates a Spinjitzu vortex, but they will most likely get absolutely demolished. Spinjitzu is a very classic martial art for the Ninjago canon, and it's been more or less a staple of the franchise since its conception. Airjitzu, on the other hand, is a relatively new addition to the Ninjago line, and it basically just looks like Spinjitzu, but with one small twist. As the name implies, it allows the user to take flight. This makes for some great aerial battles between the ninja and their enemies, and it's truly a sight to see. The martial art itself has a lot of potential that we haven't really seen yet, but from what we have seen, it leaves a great impression. Airjitzu takes everything that's great about Spinjitzu and literally gives it wings. Basically what I mean by this is how the martial art can be used in battle. I've mentioned that both of them were used effectively throughout the course of the series, but let's take a closer look. Spinjitzu can basically be used in hand-to-hand, feet-on-the-ground combat, and again, form a giant tornado of creation. Now, let me just say the tornado of creation is very convenient, and that's not a bad thing. The ninja can basically build whatever they want just by fusing the Spinjitzu vortexes. This can make for some interesting battles on its own, and Airjitzu currently doesn't have anything like this. Sure, the ninja get to fly, but they really don't have an endgame to activate. They could always introduce something like the tornado of creation for Airjitzu in the future, but it would just be way too similar in my opinion. The two different martial arts will clash even more with each other and will continuously be in more competition. Alright, so each of these martial arts has not only been seen in the show, but they've been made into official LEGO sets. Now, I've bought many Airjitzu flyers and many Spinjitzu spinners, so I have experience with both properties and I know how each of them work. And I know that most of you do too, but just for the heck of it, here's a demonstration. As you can see, it's much easier to actually make contact with the spinners rather than the flyers. And imagine trying to get each of them to hit each other in the air. Now, the spinners actually had a game to play with them, which made it more competitive with friends and siblings and a lot more fun. There was actual strategy as opposed to... Don't get me wrong though, the Airjitzu flyers are fun, when they're flying, and the concept of flying is obviously cooler than spinning, but in terms of an actual game, the spinners were a lot better. So obviously, to wrap things up, I personally think that Spinjitzu has all the right qualities, and I personally enjoy watching the ninja spin out in color, but that doesn't mean I hate Airjitzu. I like both of them almost equally, and I think that both of them are great to have in the series, but Spinjitzu just provides that right sense of nostalgia. So that's pretty much all I have to say in this video, guys. This was just a quick video of me comparing Airjitzu to Spinjitzu, and I hope you did enjoy. If you did, feel free to give this video a thumbs up rating and hit that subscribe button. It really helps me out quite a bit. Remember that the comment section is open for you guys to write down your own opinions, and also remember to leave your video suggestions down below as well for a chance to have your idea featured as an actual video sometime later on. Thanks so much for watching, guys. My name is TannerFishies, and with that, I bid you farewell.